If you use archival data and ML to determine who benefits from a treatment, which treatment, and potentially treatment dosage, switching treatments, how can you make causal conclusions? What can help to draw causality? So,
It's really to start, not to start with machine learning, but really to start with causal inference. You have to build the right model. And this is typically what I help people figuring out, because if you're asking these questions, obviously you're literate in data science and in machine learning and in predictive inference. But again, if you just try about this prediction, you'll see association. It's the same thing if I say using medical data, I can say, and this is that grip strength is a very strong predictor of heart health. Yet, you have this BBC article using this research saying, okay, here are 5 ways to train your grip strength. But that might be with a very small effect, very marginal effect, even maybe no effect. The relationship is probably entirely driven by other factors, by the fact that fit people who are more athletic, who are doing sport, have better grip strength. And the effect comes from strength training, cardio, and all these things, and not grip strength directly, even if it's a strong predictor. So within your setup, if you don't start with the right mindset and structure and causal framework, it won't answer the right question. So what you can do is eventually start with a causal discovery algorithm if you have a lot of data to start seeing this, and then apply a causal inference model that allows you to quantify each of the causal links to see what is driving the results. Last point, I want to point to these resources also. If you're in the medical sector, usually what we care about is not just the average effect, but we would love to have the individual effect. Basically, you don't want just the average effect for a population, but you want to know for this person with comorbidity factors, with certain specific traits, what's the expected effect of a treatment. And if you have a lot of data, you probably can measure what we call heterogeneous treatment effects, which is with some algorithm, for example, called Causal Forest. And I highly encourage you. There is a beautiful paper by Stefan Feuerhögel and other in Nature Medicine. It's like uh, causal machine learning for treatment, for predicting treatment outcome. Causal ML for predicting treatment outcome. I really recommend you to read this from Nature Medicine. It's very accessible. It's really just explaining the gist.